Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl, Jay. And look, I'm back. I'm back to talk a little WNBA news. I had a couple of topics or a few topics that I found interesting that I want to talk about. So, you guys have really enjoyed my coverage of the Vegas Aces versus New York Liberty during the finals. So, I wanted to come back, stay fresh on your mind, and bring you some topics. From time to time, I'll do that. I can't say I'm going to do it all the time. Time to time, I'll do it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with these topics. So my first topic today is something that's kind of been buzzing around the league, but not really. One of the greats, Cheryl Swoops, was on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, and they talked about a lot of different things, but the one clip that I saw circulating was the clip about her talking about super teams. And so they had a wide, I guess, conversation about it. It wasn't just one particular thing, but I wanted to share a little clip and then bring my topic to the forefront. So let's get into it.
If there are more super teams, then okay, I'm cool with it. But like right now, the narrative is great, right? The commissioner's happy. The two teams that everybody wanted to be in the finals are in the finals, the two super teams. But like the Aces dominated. Like I stopped watching games because I'm like, they're going to beat them by 30. To me, that's boring basketball, and that to me is bad for the game.
Okay.
Because people already like look at the WNBA and they're like, oh, well, they're boring. I don't want to watch. And then if they just somebody for the first time happens to tune in to a game where the Aces are beating whoever, I won't say a team because they'll be like, why you picked that team? Right? The Aces are beating somebody by 30. They're like, this is why I don't watch women's basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cheryl says, the great Cheryl Swoops from the Houston Comets, who won the first 4 championships ever in the WNBA. I was living in Houston at the time, so I saw it with my own eyes. I was a Sparks fan, so I was mad every year. But so Cheryl Swoops says, super teams are boring. The Aces are so dominant. If, people wouldn't want to tune into the WNBA because of the dominance of the Aces, who are a quote unquote super team. So we can have conversation about that. For me, I'm going to say what brought me back to watching the WNBA is watching the Aces, because not necessarily because of their dominance. Yeah, they were dominant, but it was exciting to watch because they were so dominant. Other teams were ready to go. It was like watching a playoff game every single time because no one wanted to lose to the Aces. Everyone wanted to like knock down that tree because they were winning all these games. So that's why it was intense between them and New York during the regular season, and intense LA got a win over them. Connecticut got a win over them. Dallas got a win over them. So, to see these teams like really battling to, beat this number one team, it was exciting basketball to me. I don't know about anybody else, but it wasn't something that I saw that I wanted to cut off. I was more excited to see these teams play. So maybe if anyone watching feels the same way, go ahead and drop a comment down. Let me know. But my topic, or what I gathered from that, what I wanted to take away from that, because Cheryl Swoops is an all-time great. We know that. I'm not here to argue what she thinks. My question is, because a lot of talk is about this, is Vegas a super team, or are they just super? Right? So when you think about people this past season talking about super teams, and they kept bringing up like them in New York, right? So what is your definition of a super team? Is your definition of a super team that team goes and gathers, great stars from all over the league to be on their team in hopes of winning the championship? Is like an all-star game. You know what I'm saying? It's like an all-star team. Maybe. Is your definition of a super team a team that has built itself up and now their players are starting to be dominant just through the growth of their their team, their own personal accomplishments, things like that. Like, is that a super team? So for me, the Aces aren't necessarily a super team. They're just super. I went back and looked, and I wanted to see, because, I missed a large chunk of the WNBA. I told my story a while back about just whatever, life was life, and I just wasn't paying attention to any sports. So I wasn't around for a large chunk of like the WNBA. From the beginning I was there, and then in the middle part I wasn't, and now I'm back. But looking back at the roster and the record and just what the Aces were doing, they got Plum in 17, right? Number 1 pick. This is when they were the San Antonio, was it Silver Stars or Stars? They went from being Utah Stars to the San Antonio Superstars, Silver Stars, I think is what the name of it. And then went to Vegas as the Aces. So when Plum got drafted, they were still in San Antonio. When they drafted Asia in 18, they had moved to Vegas. So Vegas, their first draft, Vegas' first draft is Asia Wilson. 17 and 18, they had I should have had it here. Okay records. They weren't winning records. Asia was a rookie. Plum is just coming out. That is going to be her first full year or whatever as a non-rookie. And they had players on the team. I'm not going to say they didn't have, good players on the team, but they weren't a super team, right? Then in 18, you get Jackie Young, first round pick from Notre Dame. Still, they're trucking along. They're getting better, but it's not yet there. Like, they go from not winning a lot to winning a little bit more, to now they have a winning record. And I want to say 2020, they were the number 1 team in the West. Now these 3 core players have had a time, had time to play with each other. This is now going into Kelsey's 4th year. So they're number 1 in the West. This is during the bubble. I believe they go up against the San Antonio. They go up against Seattle, and Asia talks about it a lot. They got swept. It was very hard for her to have dealt with that, but they go into the finals. So they made it. They were number 1, made it into the finals, got swept. So they're a decent team, right? Now they've made it to the finals. Now they have some finals experience on a professional level. Now they know what to do, right? That's 2020. 2021, now again, here they are. They're number 1 again. No one's saying super team. I'm not hearing super team. Again, they're able to gel. Sid Colson is there. Around that time, they're able to gel. 2021, they get Gray from the Sparks, which I don't know why they let her go that way. I mean, she was a free agent, but still. She's blossoming. So now that core 3 has been together for some years now. And now you add Gray, who is, integrating into that system, and it's just working. And then Becky Hammond comes in 22. Now with a jailed team, you got a lot of good players surrounding that, and it just works. And they win the whole thing. They win their first championship. And so then people are now trying to buzz the super team thing, because people are saying, like, what are they doing? How did they do this? Whatever. What moving pieces did they do? New York goes in the off season and gets JJ from Connecticut, Jonquel Jones. They get Stewie from Seattle, if I'm not mistaken, who both of these people were former WNBA MVPs. Stewie was a champion. And then they get Vandersloot. Oh, was she in Seattle or was she in Chicago? I can't remember. Y'all don't fault me. I don't know all the history in my mind right away, but she's a champion, right? So they get those three, put them in New York with their existing team, and now they're a super team because now you have two former MVPs, two champions, WNBA champions, adding to this team. You got a great coach. And now they're trying to battle. The word around, and I don't know if this is true or not, this is just what I've been hearing. The word around is that New York created that team to compete with a team such as Vegas, because Vegas, like I said, had all the pieces together. So now we get into 2023 and we're playing, and it's like, this is the battle of the super teams. And I don't see it for Vegas being a super team that was manufactured and put together. Vegas worked very hard since 2019 when all three of them came together. Like you add Chelsea Gray onto those three that were there since 2019. They came together like Voltron. I don't know if y'all know what that means. That might be over some people's heads. I'm a little older, so look up what Voltron is. Or the Transformers. No, Voltron came together to make one robot. The Transformers don't do that. But anyway, they came together. And with Becky in the head of that team, it just works. So I think they got there through hard work. I think they got there through gelling. I think they got there through, losing as a team as well as winning as a team and finding out what works and what doesn't. And so, I mean, it just works. I don't think the Aces are a super team in that sense. They are super team because they're just super players. I don't think it's just something that someone manufactured. And no shade to New York. You got to do what you got to do. If you got the money and you're trying to bring a championship to your team, to your city, then you spend the money and you get the people that you think that can help you get there. They just need a little bit more time, I think, to work together as well. But I don't like when people put Vegas and New York in the same sentence as far as super teams, because I think it diminishes the hard work that Vegas did put in to get to this point, because they weren't winning a bunch of games in the very, very beginning. They worked hard, they got to that point, and now everything that they've been doing over these past 3-4 years is now starting to pay off, and now they're starting to win. It just looks good because they make it look good. It looks easy because they make it look easy, but it's not. So again, whatever thoughts you have, drop them in the comments. That's just what I think. All right. So the next topic, I'm trying to be quick. Okay. The next topic that's been out there is, have you guys heard about Phoenix Mercury's new coach? His name is Nate Tibbetts. Now, there's been a lot of controversy about Nate Tibbetts and his entry into the WNBA. Now, let me get to, I want to pull up his Wikipedia, because that's what I didn't do a whole lot of research on him, but I just been hearing a lot about this coach. Okay, the thing with Nate Tibbetts that people are kind of questioning is that he was announced to be the Mercury's head coach, to be the highest paid head coach in the WNBA, with no WNBA experience, no NBA head coaching experience, no coaching of women or girls at all in his career. And so that kind of, like, Becky Hammon was the highest paid coach in the WNBA. Now, we already know that they don't really get paid that much anyway as compared to the NBA, right? But Becky, it was widely known that, I don't know if it's 1 million, but she's $1 million coach in the WNBA. Now, I don't know if people had a lot of controversy when she first came into the league in 2020 as a coach. I don't think so, because Becky actually played in the WNBA for a very long time. Her jersey is retired by San Antonio's team, which is now the Aces. So she knows the league. She's been there since the very beginning, so she knows what was going on. Also, she spent 8 years coaching under Greg Popovich from San Antonio Spurs. So to me, she's not head coach, but the experience of coaching with and for and under a Hall of Famer coach, one of the best coaches in the NBA, one of the most winning coaches in the NBA is a lot. It's great, right? So her coming in as a former player, taking over a team, getting paid what she was getting paid, having the experience that she has, I think it was worth her money. And hindsight, looking back, is definitely worth the money. It's probably she needed to be paid more because she came in first season, won a championship, second season, won a championship. So this person, Nate Tibbetts, doesn't have this experience, but just a couple of things. He spent two seasons as a head coach of the NBA Development League, the Tulsa 66ers, and 4 seasons with the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Both of those were head coaching positions. He began his coaching career as an assistant coach at the University of Sioux Falls. He's a native of South Dakota. He spent 2 seasons as an assistant coach for Orlando Magic. Before that, he spent 8 seasons as an assistant coach with the Portland Trail Blazers. Again, he doesn't have any head coaching experience, which is, I guess, not a huge deal if you can get the experience from the coach that you're working with, but the not working with women or girls ever, not really being involved with the WNBA at all is to me a little off. Let's see. They say that his team, the Trailblazers, advanced to the postseason 8 times, including a trip to the 2019 Western Conference Finals. He began his coaching career with the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2011. He also served as the team's USA head basketball coach in 2011 Pan American Games, leading the squad to a bronze medal. So he has coaching experience. He doesn't have head coaching experience. And I think the thing that is mostly bothering people, well, I can say the thing for me that's kind of off a little bit is something about the messaging. It's something in that does not feel good to me with the WNBA. I would think the W is or should be in the forefront of pushing the women's movement forward in sports and just in general, like helping to break the glass ceilings that we seem to be under. I know they're dealing with a lot. They have a lot of things they need to work on as far as like payment and treatment of these players and, their facilities and things like that. And I'm going to do a deep dive into that. I don't know enough about it to like really go off and say much about it because I don't know who's in charge of what or what people do. But we already know there's a discrepancy with a lot of things in the league. But the W should be, if they're not, should be the driving force in pushing the movement of women in sports and women being just having a spotlight. And not saying that there can't be any male coaches, because there can be and there are. The thing is, are you telling me that there's nobody else, not one other person, there was no other choice to make other than a person that's never had any experience, and then to pay them the most money that you can pay a coach in the WNBA, like who broke the record of what Becky Hammond was making or is making, bring that person in, pay them the most money, and then what? Like, I don't know. It just feels, I mean, this man might be great. This man might come in and do what Becky did. I don't know. I don't know what my aces out there. I don't know if that's possible, but he may come in there and like turn the whole program around, and they can be, back on top and all that stuff. I don't know anything about him. I mean, but I just feel like the message you brought in is that a man, and no diss to any males out there, I hope you don't take offense, because it's not, I mean, it's the truth. I'm just telling the truth. That a man with no experience, and I want to say no experience, yes, he's coached before, but what I'm saying as far as the WNBA is concerned, I'm pretty sure there are other coaches out there that have been assistants and head coaches in the WNBA or in the NBA, that have played in the WNBA, that it's just, I just think they were other options out there. I don't know who they interviewed, but to me, the messaging is, out of all the people you interviewed, the best you could present to us was a man who's never coached women or girls, who's never been involved in the WNBA, that has had some NBA coaching experience, not at a head coaching professional level as far as the NBA, but has had head coaching experience with USA team. But that, and then you pay him the most money that a coach can get paid and bring him over. Like, I think as women, we know men get paid more than women, period. No matter what job we have, right? No matter whatever job it is, on average, men are going to get paid more than women for the same position, the same job. It just is. That's just how it's been. And so to have an organization such as the WNBA, which stands for women, right? The messaging is just like, yes, we're also a corporation, and we just found this man, and we're just going to pay him money because we want him here. I don't know. I don't know what the connection is. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. And this guy is going to have to prove himself, at least to a lot of W fans, just because it's like, it's almost a slap in the face, because the highest paid coach in the WNBA should be the person that's bringing rings to their team, the person that's bringing excitement to the W, the person that's winning, the person that is making a difference in their prospective cities. And for you not even to like try this guy out first, give him a salary. First of all, we didn't have to know he was getting paid a lot, but in any regard, try him out first, give him a decent salary, try him out first. And if he proves to, beat these, the odds, I guess you can say, then yeah, pay him all the money that he wants. I don't know. It's just, we already have an issue with pay, and you have someone come in with no experience coaching women to take a job coaching women, and then getting paid more than the coach that had just won 2 championships. Like, and has not lost since she's been in the league. She's only been there 2 years, but come on. Chicago just hired Teaspoon. I ain't hear nothing about her being the highest paid coach. And she was also an assistant for an NBA team, assistant coach. She was also a player. She was actually Becky's teammate in New York for a while. I ain't hear nothing about her being the highest paid coach. And she has experience. But you bring this guy on and he doesn't have to, I don't know. The optics, however the story broke, whatever the information is out there, the optics aren't good. And so for me, and I feel like a lot of fans in the WNBA, it's going to take a lot. Like, we love the Phoenix Mercury, but the fact that their coach is their coach is their coach. It's going to be hard to like, they're going to be very critical of that team, I think, because of that. And it's because I don't know how the story dropped, but what I'm hearing from different, I'm looking at different articles, hearing from different commentators, like the branding is just, it was not good. It was just not good. Some stuff should have just been left like out of our knowledge and just let that man come in and coach and see what he does. I don't think we needed to know that he was going to be the highest paid coach, and then you find out that he doesn't have the experience in the W to warrant that kind of money. I don't know. So we will see what's going on with that. That's a little off-putting to me, but I mean, I'm not a part of the organization. They don't pay me the big bucks to make those decisions. So hopefully they know what they're doing. And I mean, for the Mercury's sake, like, I hope he's a really good coach and he can, move them to the space that they want to be in, because they didn't have a good season last year at all. But hopefully he can bring something to this team for their sake, because, I like the Mercury and I want to see them succeed. It's just that part was a little off-putting. So that's all I have for that. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, because this is what I came here for. This is really what I came here for. So everybody by now knows that the Las Vegas Aces won the WNBA championship. They've been partying like it's 1999 ever since. Like they partied after the game. They had their parade. They went crazy at the parade. 2 Chainz was up there performing. The Vegas Aces were all on stage with them. They were just been having a good time. I've seen clips of them going to play bingo and wigs and going to the club and just having a great time. Well, the party ain't stopped. So us that are fans of the Aces, we know that Wilson has been asking numerous times for Usher. And I want to say numerous times. So the first year they won in 2022, viral clip, Asia super drunk at this press conference after they won, saying, "I better see you, Usher. Usher, I better see you," right? She wanted to see Usher at the parade. So Usher did not show up to the parade, right? This year, they win the championship. Someone asked her a question. It was Sid in the audience asking questions about, the parade and the celebration. And Asia once again says, "Look, Usher, like, what's up? Come on, let's go. Like, I want to see you at the parade. I need to see you this year." Usher did not respond, right? Sis went on Good Morning America. Sis made a video saying, "Usher, even if you can't come to the parade, come, like, invite us to your show. Like, I need to see you." She did all this stuff. Like, y'all can look it up everywhere, right? She said, "My mama said don't beg, but I'm begging this man." I need to see Usher. Like, this is my gift to myself. Like, I need to see Usher. And so Good Morning America put it on their show. I think they tweeted at Usher. Asia tweeted at Usher. Everybody was tagging Usher and everything to say, "Y'all, look at, dude, I need you to pay attention to Asia. She's a 2-time WNBA champ. She is the finals MVP. Like, you need to listen to her when she's asking for you. Both of y'all are in Vegas. There's no excuse. Like, please grant this girl her wishes." Right? So Usher heard it. Usher responded back and said, "Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the parade, but I am going to invite you guys out." So what happened? Asia's wish comes true. That's right. Again, there are clips all over the place. I found a few that we're going to watch because I think it is the cutest thing. Oh my God, it is the cutest thing to watch her like just melt in front of Usher. First of all, it's Usher Raymond. Let me tell y'all, I went to this show last year and I was in the very back and I felt the vibes coming from him all the way in the back. I could not imagine being in his face as he's touching me. I would pass out. I would pass out. It just would not be, It wouldn't be good. And I don't want to be on camera. But man, so let's look. I'm trying to do this in order. Let's look at a clip. I have 3 clips of Asia because I tried to find like the whole thing, right? So I pieced it together with these clips. So I think this is the first clip. Let me take this off.
So perfect, baby, how you work it, baby, yeah.
Get it, Asia. She said, you right, you right. Oh, okay. That's one clip. That is so funny to me. Like she was getting it. It's not funny. I'm happy. I'm smiling ear to ear because she loves her some Usher. But let me tell you something. Her body movements, like, yeah, you right. Talking mad noise, right? Then she got shook. She got shook by this next clip.
Ooh, girl. Break it down.
Watch.
When you were reaching out to me, did you expect me to bring it to you first and like this? And you know I wasn't gonna let that slide, right? That's all you. So you sure you can handle what's getting ready to happen to you, right?
She said, whoa.
Well,
I don't know about that.
I got this chocolate covered strawberry.
Look at her face.
It looks so delicious. Can I feed you, baby? Can I treat you, baby? There goes my baby.
Oh man, that is hilarious. Ooh, look, Asia thought she wanted it, but she wasn't ready. Not me snorting in the mic. She wasn't ready for that though. Man, Asia. Oh, I love that so much for her. Shout out to the person whose footage that is. That's just floating around the internet. So I don't know whose video that is. That's not my video. So don't come for me about giving credit because I'm not really sure whose it is, but I'm just telling you it ain't mine. But I got another angle. Because he wasn't done there. Like, first of all, hold on. Can we look at Asia's face when them strawberries came out? Look at her face. Hold on. Look at it. She said, wait, whoa. Hold on. What are we doing? She wasn't ready. Oh, she wasn't ready. Okay. I have another angle because we weren't done yet. I love Usher. He's so, I'm going to make this one bigger because this is a different size video so we can see the full deal. So let's watch this next clip. Chelsea is over there cracking up. Look at Jackie and AC. Oh, look at her. So cute. So cute. Oh man, so cute. Oh my God. That was just, I'm so happy for Asia. Shout out to Asia Wilson. Like, not only did you win, but you won. You won. Like, if anyone's having a great couple of weeks, it's Aja Wilson. Because this, I could never, but I'm happy for her. She did tweet this the day after the Usher show. She says, I am no longer Aja Wilson, the 2-time champ. I am now Aja Wilson, the girl Usher was singing to. Great. Moral of the story, be careful what you ask for, right? Because she thought she wanted that. And when them strawberries came out, she wasn't ready. It's so cute. Just so cute because she was so confident in the beginning and then she just like melted into like a fangirl by the end. It was so cute. So cute. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Thank y'all for hanging with me. I do appreciate it. If anything else pops up that's interesting and that I want to talk about, I'll drop another video. If it's something that comes out you think that you might want me to talk about it, hit me in the comments. Thank y'all so much. Like, share, subscribe. Always go Aces. I'm out, y'all. Peace.